Hi, welcome back to another episode of Hailey Knits a Bit. As the name suggests, my name is Hailey, and I come to you from Tennessee, where I live with my fiance, my 2 dogs, and my cat. And it is Thursday, yes, August 4th. And I thought I'd say the date because I was watching Kay's episode earlier, and she says the day when she is doing it, so it's probably the best, so you can kind of keep up with like when I'm doing stuff. But also, I do try to like upload the same day since I really don't edit too much now. I might try to do that in the future, but for right now, I kind of just want to put stuff out there and kind of, get with it. So, it has been another week since I posted the last one, and this one I have more progress to show you on stuff. So, I'm happy about that. I have a few acquisitions, no finished projects, but a few whips, sort of. So, I guess we'll just kind of roll into it and start with our whips. I guess I'll show you the most exciting one. So I just have it in a random tote, but I'm about to use my new thing that I'll show you in a few minutes and put this in it actually instead. So my season sweater by Zeta. And I realized that I might be saying, like in previous episodes, I might have said the Tolstati is also by Zeta. I don't know why that Zeta's just stuck in my mind, but it's Cravea. It's Rebecca Clove is the Tolstati. So ignore me if I say stuff wrong like that, because I do try to go back and add in the show notes like what I specifically talked about, and then put the designer's name as well, because I just do it from my phone. I should probably start doing it from the computer. I have a MacBook though, so I work at work. Side tangent. At work, I use Windows, so I'm used to the Control-C, Control-V, to copy paste, and I can never memorize, and it really annoys me to look up how to copy paste on a Mac, because we have a Mac here. So anyways, that's besides the point, but I do have exciting progress. So yes, the season sweater, and I'm knitting mine in Explore Fibers and Knits, or Knits and Fibers. I literally can never remember. I don't know what's wrong with my brain, but I literally can never remember. And it's more from her Ireland collection. So it's pretty darn exciting, I do have to say. So I finished a whole sleeve, and I did the cast off. It's said to in the pattern. And I really like it, but it's not that stretchy for me. I don't know if I did it 100% correct, but it'll be good enough. But yes, I finished a sleeve, and I think I did a row or two on the body before I decided to go ahead and pick up and start knitting this sleeve. I'm not that far into it, so it's hard to say, but yeah, I'm not too far. But my beginning of round marker, I'm using Charmed. Oh my goodness. It's not going to want to focus. Okay, you can kind of see it. Charmed and Dangerous, little strawberry cute one. Yeah, so pretty excited about that. And I still have the same beginning around one from Denim and Rain. Yeah, so. I'm so excited about this. I hope I don't run out of yarn, because what I have left of yarn so far, my yarn situation is pretty ridiculous. So I have a full skein of the Carlsbad worsted. That's what that is. A full skein of, I don't know, I guess my tension is off on my winder. It kind of is probably because it's kind of broken. So it has the weird middle to it, but a whole skein of the Surrey. And then get out both of these. I have these 2 balls of the Carlsbad worsted, and these 2 of the Surrey that I've already started to use. So I'm worried that I'm going to run out of yarn before I finish the sweater. So that's why I went ahead and I'm going to work on the other sleeve. I kind of took a break because I really hustled on this one to finish it, and I did. And I was like, okay, I need a break from this because I am tired of working on the sleeve. And I'm like, when I get to the sleeves, like, they go fast. Definitely compared to the body, they go fast. But I have just the concept of, am I close? Am I done with this yet? Am I done? Like, every few rounds, I measure it to see if I'm close to being done. And so it's kind of annoying to me because I annoy myself with doing that. But I'm just so ready for it to be like a completed project that I just keep going. Like, I keep measuring it because I don't want to, mess up. I think too, on a side tangent, is I kind of messed up one of the decreases. I accidentally did it like a row after it said 2 or something like that, a row or 2. But I don't think you really can notice. It still looks like a seamless transition from the beginning of the sleeve to the end of it. So it's not noticeable. And I feel like knitting the whole sleeve really took away from the purl ridge that I accidentally did for those few stitches. Makes it less noticeable, I think. So I'm happy about that. But yeah, so right now the body is at, let's see, it's not that far away. It's not that far away from my belly button. So I'm hoping at least have enough to get to like past my high rise jeans, like the top of them, like at least by an inch or 2, or however long that is. But yeah, so I need to pick this back up really and just grind at it and finish it up, because I would love to see how much yarn I do have left. I'm hoping I have at least some of my tapped into skeins left to work on the body with for at least a few inches, an inch or 2 at the very least. And then all the rest of the yarn I can just put into, knitting the rest of the body. So fingers crossed that I have enough yarn, because I feel like it'll be really hard. I haven't even checked to look because I'm not even wanting to even let that be a chance in existence that that's gonna happen. So I haven't even checked to see if there is any skeins available, like people are trying to sell, of the Innismore, because I'm just not about to try to wish that on myself. I just want to use the yarn I already have, because I have 5 of each. I have the 5 of the worsted, and I think, well, no, I didn't have 5 of each. I have 4 of the Surrey and 5 of the worsted. Yeah, because the Surrey has a lot more yardage than the worsted does. But anyways, so that is that. And then while we're on the topic of explore, look, I have it on my shirt, Knits and Fibers. I said it right the first time. I have her sweater on. This is a size medium, I think, and it has a nice fit to it, so I really like it. It's been very hot in Tennessee lately, so I was happy when I looked at the weather and it said it was supposed to be like 78, 80 and rainy today. I was like, perfect day to wear my sweatshirt. I've been really wanting to wear my sweatshirt, but it's just been too hot to wear them. So any chance that it's semi okay for me to wear a sweatshirt, I'm going to. It's probably still warm too, but that's fine. And then also, I have another knitted, so I really wanted to wear my Birkenstocks today, even though it was raining. So I put on my hand knit socks, and you can't really see those that well, but yeah, they are. I used the Crazy Sock Lady's magic or vanilla sock pattern. I didn't use magic loop. I used 9-inch circulars and magic loop for the toe. So, and that's Living Dreams yarn, and they're like sock base, and I don't remember the color name, but it really reminds me of like a rubber band. I really love the color of it, and I still have some leftovers, so don't know when I'll use the leftovers, but I like those pair of socks, and it's been a while since I've worn them. So with the rain, and I wanted to wear my Birkenstocks, I was like, I'll put on my socks too. So yeah, anyways, on to another whip that you have not seen, or you might have seen it, I don't know, I can't remember. Okay, so this whip is with my Ruby and Roses yarn, and I'm trying to think, sorry for touching the screen, my sister texted, so I needed to get out of the way, but I think it's Typewriter is the set, and I can't remember what the other color name is. But anyways, I think she still has it available. I can't remember. But I really love this pair of socks so far. I wanted to do something different. So they're toe up, obviously. And this is Andrea Mowry's. I can't even say that. You know who I'm talking about. DRK socks. Everyday socks. And then I'm knitting it in the size, it's like the middle size for the women's, I think. Because I have a size, I wear a size 7.5 US in shoes. So that is what size I am using. And I do like the rib on it. And I'm knitting these with my Addy Flexi Flips, right? These are what this is. And it's a size, it's a US 1 2.5 millimeter. And I really like it. I like this way more than I like using Magic Loop. Because I do not get well, I guess I do somewhat if I'm not watching my tension too close, but I really don't get that much of a ladder. You can kind of see it, kind of not. I decided to film on cinematic today, so hopefully that's not too terrible of a choice. But yeah, I got some of the high highs, like ones. I don't remember what the name of it is, but it's the same kind of concept, you know, with the 3 needles, but both ends are sharp. So I'm excited about that, because with these, you can kind of tell, kind of not, because it's not going to focus on it, but like this side right here I'm putting towards you is the blunt side, and then the other is like the sharper side per se. But sometimes I'm not paying attention to what side I'm choosing when I'm like grabbing that 3rd needle to start knitting the row. So it kind of is frustrating, but I really like this yarn so far. I really love the cake. It's got so many colors in it, and it's beautiful. And I bought from Ruby and Roses specifically because of Sarah Loves wool, or sock wool, or Sarah Loves wool, sock wool. I don't know. But anyways, she's been on YouTube forever, and for some reason her videos finally popped up on my suggested, and I started watching her, and I really love her stuff. She seems like a really sweet lady, and I really like the vibe she gives off, and all the different stuff that she works on, and the yarn she chooses and like picks out and stuff. And so that really influenced my choice to buy Ruby and Roses yarn. And that's the first time I've used that I've used an 85-15 sock base. So, and it's pretty fun to work with. So this is a new whip that you have not seen, because I started it just the other day, but I am working on a pair of socks for my, for a coworker at work's grandchild. She is 2 years old, and so I'm knitting this in the toddler size, and I have a terrible ladder because Magic Loop. I'm terrible at Magic Loop. I try to do these on 9-inch circulars, but of course the amount of stitches it wasn't big enough for me to actually do 9-inch circulars. So, and I didn't have another pair of like the Flexi Flips, because I would love to use that instead, but you just use what you have. So anyways, yeah, been working on those, and I'm just knitting the foot now until I reach her size, which she wears a size, I don't know, I can't remember exactly what she said the size was, but I looked up a measurement of how long that is, and that is, the size is a little less than 6 inches. So this will be a little less than 5 inches is how long I'm gonna knit that for. So I can't remember, I bought this yarn at Bliss Yarns in Brentwood, like way back. And I have this much of this skein left. I did try to knit a pair of socks for myself, because I knit a pair of shorties and gave them to my mom. And then I tried to knit another pair, but I was using a US 2, and that's way too big. I've realized like that US 2s are not the right for sock yarn for me, like to knit socks with. and I was trying to do the different heel. I did a umbrella heel. I think that's what it's called. Ray from, yikes, what is their name? Needles at the Ready. My brain is like pooped. But I took off tomorrow, so that'll be nice. But yeah, no, Ray mentioned a while back that he knit a pair of socks with, I'm pretty sure it is called the Umbrella Hill, and I wanted to try it out, and I think I would like it way more if I didn't knit it in that yarn, or not that yarn, but in that size needle, because the stitches with like how you do it, I can't really remember because it was a while back that I did it, but anyways, it was just too gapey, the heel was, with that. So I haven't actually ripped it out. Like, that sock is still standing, but it's obviously not on here. But yes, I really love this. I believe this is Jimmy. Oh, I really wish I could remember what it is. Anyways, I have not a YouTube, but a Instagram that I really don't use that much. But I did post about this yarn, and I think I posted a picture of it when, is it Haut? Haut something yarns, I think. And it's like Jimmy Loves Wool or something. Jimmy's Pants. Something like that. I don't know. But I posted a picture of it a while back and to put the color name and tagged the not the designer, but the dyer in that. So it's Hailey Knits a Bit. It's the same as my podcast name, except, no spaces. And I tried to change my regular, not YouTube, but Instagram name to that, so I can just start like pretty much that Instagram over and that username doesn't become available for 15 days after you like remove it. And I was trying to put my new one as it, but anyways, whatever. That's besides the point. I'm going to try to start posting on there. So we'll see how that goes. But I think I can do it. I just need to start getting on it instead of my regular Instagram. Like, pretty much the only stuff I look at on Instagram is literally other knitters and designers and yarn dyers. Like, that's all I look at on Instagram. So I don't know why I don't follow all those on my actual knitting Instagram, but that's besides the point. And if you ever want to see me on Ravelry, which I only do post stuff when I do have a completed object, I used to, but I really don't anymore. I don't create a project page until I have finished and completed the project. So I'll go in and put in all the information pretty much that I know of, and then create the project. So I do have stuff on Ravelry, but since it's been a while since I finished anything, there's nothing super new. But it's also Hailey Knits a Bit on there as well. So if you want to friend me and add me or whatever. I don't know why the dog is barking. Hopefully nobody's coming over here to talk to me. I left the door open so I can kind of see what's going on and to let in a little bit more light, because there's a weird shadow. I should have sat differently, but I like to look at the door. Anyways, we got a different light for the kitchen, and it's a lot brighter than the other one, but it cast weird shadows, if that makes any sense. But anyways, I'll kind of show you this other whip, but it's not really, because I'm trying to determine what I want to do with it. So this is Color Idol yarn in magenta, and I thought it was this pretty pink color, super pink, and I thought I could do it with the knitting page Pop of Pink knit along. And so I did like cast on a pair of socks, but I haven't really been working on them, and that's okay because I have other socks I want to work on compared to these. But I think I might rip this out and actually start when I pick up the needles, because I ordered those high needles on Amazon, and it took a while. It wasn't like in a warehouse I guess close to me, so it took at least 5 days or so for it to actually get shipped and be delivered to its location. But my dumb self forgot to change the address. So the address was set at, like, automatically sets to my stepdad's work in Nashville. So it got delivered there. And so I haven't seen my mom to get those. So that's besides the point. But I think I might take those off and then knit her, my coworker's granddaughter, another pair. Because why not? It's literally not going to take that long. I think I'm like only an inch away from starting the toe. So, and I just literally just casted those on and barely even working on them. Like, I've worked on them for maybe 40 minutes, like tops knitting time. Because what I'll do is like, I'll knit a row or half a row, like knit a needle, put it down, go to work, go do something else, knit a row while I'm walking to my desk at work, and then do something else. And I keep doing that. So I really haven't put that much time into them. I don't think it'll take that long. And I think it'll be fun to give her like 2 pairs of socks instead of just one. I think she'll really enjoy that. And this, since it has the acrylic in it, it has a different feel than the Superwash Merino and nylon. So I don't know. That'll be fun. But I wanted to mention that because I've been watching the Ninny Page podcast lately, and I do enjoy it. And you know, pink is a big color because of the Barbie movie, so that'd be fun to like include it because it counts toward it. I just need to start tagging it when I actually do start working on the socks and stuff. But that is that. So we are done with our whips. That's all I've been working on. Sometime soon though, I will try to kind of go through like my knitting plans, because so my yarn situation, like where I put all my yarn, like when I'm sitting on the couch, I have like a basket or 2 over there, which I told you about in my knitting or my stash tour video or yarn pantry tour, whatever you want to call it. And I kind of threw everything in there, and it was already a mess to begin with anyways before I started that video. But the other day I took everything out of those bins and baskets and stuff, and got my different project bags and I moved all of these skeins that hadn't, all the skeins that were still in hanks, I moved those to a different area, to like where I have all my other yarn, and put what I wanted to work on, like eventually sometime soon, into project bags with the correct needle size. So when I'm ready to start working on it, I'll have the yarn and I'll have the project in it, and it'll be set. I just need to add some progress keepers and stuff onto it. So like I'm really ready, but I have most of my notions in a little bag, and it's just an Ipsy bag that my coworker gave me for like during Secret Santa. But it just has different stuff in here. Like it has a ruler, a lot of my different progress. Sorry if it like stopped working for a second there. I have a low battery, of course. Progress keepers and stuff, and then like scissors and whatnot, and regular stitch markers for like the clip ones, light bulb ones for projects and stuff. But yeah, I keep that usually in my bag, so I always have that regardless of what project I'm knitting on within what project bag. So luckily I have some water here because I get parched talking to myself like this non-stop, repeatedly. Nestle. Anybody else, the Pure Life, Nestle Pure Life, anybody else like really particular about what type of water they drink? Like, are you a Dasani household? Are you like Fiji? Or are you like have different, water? Like you only drink the water from your fridge? Are you particular about the water? Do you just buy whatever is on sale that week or the off-brand stuff? Like, is that like a thing for other people too? What, like, they're particular about what type of water they drink? Like what brand? I don't know. It's weird. But anyways, so I'll show you acquisitions. Don't have that many because I'm trying to be good. I promise. I really am. I'm trying not to buy stuff, but I can't help myself. I'm trying not to buy yarn because I really don't need to buy any yarn. But like notions and stuff, since Kay has been talking about that Littlest Charm Co. I think that's what she said it is, but I don't know. She's been showing those little markers on Instagram, and I don't think she didn't mention it on her latest video, but in the video before that, she talked about those charms, and they are super cute, and they're really affordable too. Like, they're a great price for what they are. Like, I'd expect to pay way more than what I would. But anyways, I'm trying to make an order with them. I'm trying to decide what I want to purchase first, and then I'm gonna pull the plug and actually order it. So yeah. But anyways, Mountain State Stitches had an update, and since Kay's been talking about them, and I don't know, well, I already followed her on Instagram anyways, but I haven't ever been able to get her bags. So she had more in her like update than she usually does, so I went ahead and got it. And this is what I have my Ruby and Roses yarn, and I didn't have this one in there too, but I did because, well, I threw it in there because I didn't want it to get messed up in my bag somehow. But yeah, so it's this cute little, well, when I first looked, she had some medium-sized bags, but I wasn't really huge on the fabric that were used, so I went with the small soft bags. Really cute bag. I like the drawstring, or the rope, I don't even know, the closure like that. And then I love the handle. I cannot stand a project bag without a handle. I hope the one in my other one that's coming up, that you'll see in a minute, I hope it has a handle, because I don't even remember. But I love handles. I love to be able to put it on my wrist and do as I please. If the bag doesn't have a handle, how am I supposed to take it with me? How am I supposed to knit from it if I'm not sitting down? I want to knit when I'm not just sitting there. So anyways, that's that. And then I wasn't going to buy another one, but the other later in the day, I was like, well, let me just check back, and if she has any more, I'll get another one, because, you know, I haven't really been buying any project bags. Like, I can not knit myself. Well, I probably could knit myself a project bag, but I don't want to do that. I could sew myself a project bag, but it would take me a really long time, and I have to be in the mental space for it, and that, like, takes a special part of me. So she still had this one in stock, and it has, you know, all the succulents on it. It's pretty cute, and it's just the same thing as the other. It has that blue fabric on the inside, and the box bottom, and the closure, and the handle. So really like her bags, do recommend. But yeah, last but not least, very excited about this. I was about to open it, but I was like, well, I do want to I do want to film a video really quick. Like, I want to get on camera and talk about my updates and stuff. So I'm on a schedule, like every Thursday, I'm kind of thinking is when I'm going to film, or try to at the very least. So this was delivered today, and this is from a homespun house. Yes. So really excited about that. Yeah, it got delivered today, and I ripped the bag open and realized, and I was about to open it up, but I was like, I can unbox it for you, or like unboxing sort of. And sorry for all the crinkles, but yeah, it just comes in the bag, and then it has 2 of these in there. And what do I want to show first? We'll open this one first. Sorry for the crinkles. I know it bothers people when it crinkles, but I like the crinkling sound. I'm weird like that. So this is the bag. So cute with the bunny rabbits and the flowers. So cute. Yeah, so it's the Knitting Unicorns in a Homespun House collection. And I was looking at Knitting Unicorn's site. She has the prettiest bags. All kinds of bags, and they're so pretty. I love the fabrics, you know, the Robert Kaufman and the Liberty fabrics and stuff. I love it. But anyways, it's a really good size bag. I've never had a bag this big, and it's got the pocket there, and on this side it has different little pockets, I guess, for like needles and stuff, maybe, I don't know. So excited about this. I love the bag. It's really cute, and it's got the rope closure for the top, and it has the lovely handles. And I'm really excited to put my sweater in it. I hope it fits my sweater. Should we try it out really quick? Might as well. might as well try. Let's see. Try to make sure I grab the right yarn. Like which one? Because I still had my body stitches on hold when I was working on my sleeve, and it created such a big tangled mess that I was like, you know what, I hate weaving in ends, but what I hate more is a tangled up mess. So I cut the yarn and just, well, add it back whenever I start the body again. All right, let's see. I feel like it said something about, I guess it was just a feature because it's a drawstring bag that you can, I don't know, have a special place for the yarn to feed out of or something like that. I have no clue. But as we slowly put the sweater in the bag. Okay, it does fit the sweater in there. The sweater is nice and secure in the project bag. Very cute. Way more stylish than my Postmates bag, but I really love it. I've never ordered from a homespun house, but I've wanted to. So I finally just went ahead and was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. So I did. And I don't regret it. All right. So since this is kit, it also came with the yarn. So it came with fresh sheets, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 448 yards, and 100 grams of skein. And super pretty. And then it came with this sock, little minis, really cute. Yeah, so I don't know what I'll make with these because the yarn really wasn't what I was too interested in. I was really interested in the project bag. But yeah. And then it also came with a knitting journal, my knitting notes, with a cute little stitch paper clip, not stitch marker. So it has this book belongs to page. And this is published by Lane Publishing. And then it has the knitting needles and conversions for US and metric. Then it has a ruler on both sides, I guess centimeters and inches. Yeah. And then common abbreviations and patterns. I don't even know if it's actually showing you. So I haven't really seen a flip through. That's kind of why I'm doing this. Because I tried to look it up before I got the book, but I didn't really have it. So it has a full page for your project, and then page just with lines. And then between each project page, it has a blank. So pretty neat. I'm excited to take the ones I've done this year so far and transfer it over to this book instead. I think that's pretty cool. And then at the end of the book, as I scroll through here, or flip, I don't scroll. Scrolling is on a phone. Flipping is an actual book. Is yarn purchases. The yarn, the color and lot, how much, price, and purchase at, and the date. It has a few pages of those, and then has a few pages as well of grid paper in the back. So that is really neat. I would have loved if it would have had a closure, but that's okay. I really like the color of the book, and I kind of like vinyl texture, I guess you could say. I like the pink. Yeah, so that is what I got from a homespun house. Pretty excited about it. I really want to get a sock set from her sometime soon, but we'll see. I'm trying to be good. I think the next time I do buy yarn, if I do buy yarn, is going to be some like white undyed yarn. Maybe even this. I might even try to use this, and like if I decide to purchase more from her, I can. Or I can look up like an equivalent of this sock base, you know, that has the same like specs for like yards and whatnot. And then I'll see if she has any information like what type of ply it is too. Which I can probably figure out once I wind it up how many plies it is, and then try to get like a less expensive option, because I want to make a blanket and hold the Surrey that I got from the mystery caboose pack that I bought from Woolberry, and use that. Not Surrey, it's mohair. Yeah, the mystery mohair like little pack I got, and I think it's 4 skeins of mohair from her caboose collection. I think that'd be like a cute blanket or like a shawl or something. I think that'd be the best way to use different skeins like that in a project. And I kind of want to knit like a blanket shawl or like a bigger shawl, because I'm not going to wear a shawl like around my neck like a scarf or anything like that, but I want to like put it around my shoulders. I guess that's what a shawl is anyways. But anyways, besides the point, maybe I'll try to do that and like get started with that. Or I think we're going to Michael's, and I'm not really big into buying yarn there, but if I look around and see that they have something that would be a good contender for like a blanket like that, then I might go ahead and get it. But I'm trying to hold off on ordering yarn. I'm going to try to not purchase any yarn other than my Woolberry Collective membership. I do try to get, well, at least I'd get my friends get free skein from there. But if it's something I really like, then I'll get more, of course. But yeah. So, and I'm going to try not to buy any more project bags, but I definitely think my last purchase outside of that little blanket shawl thing, well, I might get linen quill. Because one of the podcasters, I watched her today, she just released an episode. I really wish I could remember what it is. Like, if I saw the name, I'd be like, oh yeah, duh, that's what it is. But she is such a nice lady. She lives in Colorado, I think, and she makes lots of shawls. And she is starting a half and half wrap, I guess, for her and her daughter, or just for her. Or her daughter, I might be the blanket. I can't remember. I don't really know. But the linen quill from Pearl Soho, I'm really tempted to make a half and half wrap. Because I would say blanket, but I feel like that's a bigger, like, take me way longer to knit that. I've heard stuff that it takes a long time. So, but half and half wrap also takes a long time. But I'm really tempted. Very tempted. I might do it after, because I'm really bad. I do shop pay. Is that bad? I don't think so, because it's not charging me interest. So it's not a huge deal that I'm using shop pay, right? Anybody else think that? I don't know. Is that just me? But yeah, no, I'm gonna try to be good. I'm going to try to keep my purchases at a minimum. Maybe just get those undyed skeins that I was wanting, and then, or the white colored skeins to hold with that colored mohair, and then maybe get the yarn for the half and half. But I'm gonna try not to get anything else, because I do have an advent, which I'm really excited about that, because it's my first advent from Ruby and Roses. And then also, I'm so bad, I really am. Moonglow, I've never bought any of her yarn, and I really want to buy one of the sets that she has that she makes the blanket with. I think it's the DK, like 120 gram skeins. You need like only 6 of them, and you can knit a whole freaking blanket. Very tempted. But I'm going to hold off. Like, I'm really going to try and be good and hold off on purchasing anything until I finish wrapping up my shop pays. Because I have a few of those going. But it's not a big deal. Like, dashing out $150 at one time, big deal. Dashing out $30 every 2 weeks, nothing. So I don't know, we'll be good. But I think next podcast I'll probably depending on how fast our shipping is. I really don't know how fast our shipping is, but I will probably have some more progress keepers. But those are different ones than I have. I don't really have any like those. So I'm really excited about that. I might do that in the future. But next episode, or not next video, you can probably find from me, will be more than likely my upcoming knitting projects and plans, since I do have it all pretty much planned out in project bags. Pretty exciting, because I love to see what people are planning to do next. I'm kind of getting in like in the chatty territory now, so I guess you can dip out whenever you want. Oh my goodness, people keep texting me, like, get off so I can see how long it's been since I've started. Trying to think of things here. I need to clean, but I can do that in a few minutes. Haven't really been watching any TV. Nothing of interest. No good movies been watched. Not much to write home about, really. I've just been doing a lot of knitting. Haven't really been watching anything that like super catches my fancy on YouTube, other than, you know, the different podcasts. Been going through those a lot, and yeah, just been knitting and sleeping and hanging out with my nephew because he's pretty cute. He is a year and 6 months almost, I think. No, like a year and 4 months or so. And he's really cute. He's like starting to talk and he wants me to play, and I love it. So anyways, that's been about it. Been with my flowers and stuff. I'll show you those really quick. I just clipped these, I think last night, and they are super pretty. Some of my bigger zinnias are starting to bloom, so that's like one of my bigger ones. And then have some red ones, a lot of the purple, and then these pink ones. It just really doesn't want to focus. Yeah, they're really cute. My dahlia. I have 2 dahlia plants out there. I think one's a red and one's a white one. The red one is about ready to bloom, so I'm really excited. And yeah, that's all I've got. Well, I have sunflowers too, but they're just kind of doing their thing right now. Not looking too hot. I think we didn't plant them deep enough, so where the yarn, no, not, we planted them fine, but the dirt isn't deep enough because we didn't really break it up, or when I was planting them, didn't really break up that good underneath it, so they're fine. But they're holding on. They're making sunflowers. They're looking good, which I have included like pictures of them in my you know, like little thumbnails. So you've been keeping up with those. So I really like gardening. Not gardening per se. Well, I do like to garden, but that's neither here nor there. I really like my flowers. This is the first year I've done flowers, and I'm really enjoying them. So I guess that's all I have to talk about today. Thanks for joining me. And what are y'all working on? Are you like excited to finish a project? Are you one of those that will start something and then put it down for months and then it be the only thing you work on like months later? Like, I go through cycles where I work on a bigger project, set it down, and then I go back to it later on. But yeah, so I guess that's it. That's the last time I'm gonna say. I guess that's it. But anyways, I hope y'all have a good rest of the day. Bye.